Yo, what's up guys, SFuture here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today we are once again doing a full album reaction to We Came as Romans. This is going to be our third album reaction to this band. Once again, thank you so much to the person on Buy Me a Coffee who requested this album. If you guys are enjoying these We Came as Romans album reactions, make sure you thank the person down in the comments for requesting these albums. The same person has requested like 3 We Came as Romans albums back to back. So, and I'm enjoying them. The last 2 albums were very sick, and I really enjoyed the last one. So we got Tracing Back Roots. It's a 11-track album. The person that requested this did let me know that one of these songs on the album I have already reacted to. I believe it was Hope, with an official music video. The person that requested this told me I could skip this one, but I think I'll probably just listen to it again because I don't really care. So yeah, 11-track album, We Came as Romans. I'm excited to see what this one is about. The last 2 were very heavy, and so I think we're moving along through their discography and maybe getting more to the point of where I will like the band more. Because if you guys saw my first We Came as Romans album reaction, I talked about how I enjoy some of their songs from the last few years. So I'm hoping as we go through these album reactions, we'll get closer to that sound that I've enjoyed. I know Daggers was like the first song I heard by them, and I really enjoyed that one. So I'm hoping we get to that album eventually. But yeah, guys, with that being said, let's check out Tracing Back Roots by We Came as Romans.
8 years ago, I committed a sin, and there were many more that followed it. Some that changed my mind, some that broke me down. But
I love the production. Yeah.
All of them made me who I am now.
The bass drop.
All of them made me who I am now.
Got the Memphis May Fire vibes. 2013 this came out.
I had to answer my own questions as I attempted to grow up. After these years on the wrong one, it's really my home. Why do I feel so alone in my chest is a hole?
Oh.
Why do I feel so alone? Why do I feel so alone? In my chest there's a hole. I try to keep it full, but there's a break in the hole. Depression floods like frozen waters glow.
Oh, that's sick.
Is this life drowning me? I am a ship lost out at sea.
Clean chorus now? Ooh. I like the drums. This is way more up my alley so far. Oh shit. Yeah, this would go crazy in the gym. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to keep comparing them, but it sounds so much like Memphis May Fire to me.
After years on the road, it was never my home.
If they ever collabed, that would be cool.
After years on the road, it was never my home. Never my home.
Oh yeah, this is going on the playlist for sure. If you guys see me looking at my other monitors, because I'm adding songs to my playlist. Oh, there's the clean vocalist.
Every letter of the note you bring, every story you tell, a feeling alive when you hear these words and you change your life. You change your mind, the way you think. These words last forever on your skin and
Okay.
my home is in your heart.
If I recall this correctly, this singer here, the clean singer, I believe he passed away. I think I saw some comments about that, or unless it's the screamer, but I believe it's the clean singer that passed away. So rest in peace, man. That's unfortunate. And it makes me feel bad because when I did the reaction to their debut album, I was talking a lot of shit on the clean singing. So I apologize for that. Obviously, that's didn't mean to offend anyone if I did, but I'm definitely liking his singing here a lot more. I'm liking this. It's a for lack of a better term, it's less emo sounding, you know? I'm liking this. I'm liking this whole change up from the first half of the song being very crabcore and full of screams and breakdowns, and now we got this cool like anthemic, like, you know, we're doing the whoa-ohs, and we got this clean singing, and we got the drumming. I'm liking this change up.
My home is in your heart.
Yeah, that's sick.
My home is in your heart. My home is in your heart. My home is in your heart. My home is in yours.
Yeah, man. That's a really good intro track. I like that a lot. It's also the title track, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm gonna like this album a lot.
I won't fade away.
Man, the riff.
Like a flame burns out, you're a shadow of yourself, a memory blacked out. The bridge has been burned down, lessons learned in time. When you fade to the background, will you take my hand? We will walk this road, we can change the map. I won't fade away, I know you've been hurt, but I will swear to stay. I can be your strength to find your way back home.
I won't fade away like the ones before. I won't let you down. We'll leave a miles away. I know your heart's been torn. I won't let you down. However long it takes, I will never break. Whatever path we take, I won't fade away.
I'm not sure how the singer lost his life. You guys can let me know if you want. I hope he didn't take his own life, because these lyrics, you know, they hit a little more. Just saying, I won't fade away. I don't care how long it takes. I won't break. You know, hearing things like that, knowing that the person that sang them is no longer here, feels a little chilling. You know what I mean? But I'm really enjoying the sound of this album way more than those other two. I'm liking it. It just feels like they really upped their songwriting. Feels like they took a step up in their songwriting, and just overall the mixing's better, the cleans are better. I don't know if I'd say the screams themselves are better, but I think the rhythms and the production on the screams are definitely better, and they don't feel so stagnant and like the same. I feel like those first two albums that I checked out, I kept having the same opinion that I really liked the screams, but it just kind of sounded the same throughout the whole albums. So I'm liking all of this so far. Cool video.
Recall, picked up when we fall, held fast through it all.
Yeah, and he's singing a little bit too.
Learn to make it through, you know our hearts are true. Now don't look to the past, leave the thoughts you had, those were the things you planned. We won't fade again, we're all broken, we'll make it in the end.
Ooh, that's cool.
Your strength to find your way back home.
I won't fade away like the ones before. I won't let you down. We'll leave a miles away. I know your heart's been torn. I won't let you down. However long it takes, I will never break. Whatever path we take, I won't fade away.
I like that one too. Hell yeah. Feels like we're getting some versatility on this album. Aaron, I know that name. Aaron. I know that name for sure. Who is he? Oh, from Under Oath. Okay. Clean vocalist and drummer for Under Oath. Okay, I knew that. I've definitely seen him feature on something else too. Okay, cool. Oh shit. That sounds different. It's almost like synthwave without the synthwave.
Holding on with all I have inside for the sake of my life. I'm pulled underwater, crying out I call for anyone to share this fight, but I'm sinking farther. So weathered, worn and battered, I will stay. Keep trotting as I'm treading the waves. My hands are tied, but I will make it.
Yeah.
Shake it. Even when my mind's exhausted, I survive. And the world tries to drown you out. I survive. Flooding your life like water fell floods. I survive. Waiting for the
Okay.
day this storm will pass.
Yeah, so this is Aaron singing right here.
My life.
I like the verses.
Makes me stronger.
The production. Ooh, that bass line.
But all that has been on my mind is how much longer. So whether
This is beautiful.
holding better, I will stay.
I love the rasp in his voice.
Keep
Bass, man.
as I'm treading the waves. My hands are tied, but I will make it. I'm not shaking. Even when my mind's exhausted, I survive. And the world tries to drown you out. I survive. Flooding your life like water fell floods. I survive. And the rain try to wash you away. I survive. Brace yourself and hide or try. I survive. I will keep my head and heart above the waves. My hands are tied, but I will make it. I'm not shaking. Even when my mind's exhausted, I survive. My heart is tired, but it's not breaking. Now I'm awakened. No matter what the cost is, I survive. And the world tries to drown you out. I survive. Flooding your life like water fell floods. I survive. And the rain try to wash you away. I survive. Brace yourself and hide or try. I survive.
That's a banger, man. Yeah, I didn't have a lot to say, but I really liked that one. Fuck yeah.
Bad habits are just haunting me. A thought that never leaves. So when I wake murder or restore. Self-serving or selfless love.
I will scream till the breath is gone from my lungs. I will scream till it's gone. I will leave all the rest of my ghosts behind. I will leave them behind.
Ghosts haunting me, are fighting me. Ghosts haunting me, are reminding me. Change the way you act, not just the way you think. Change the way you live.
The bass drops.
Live the way you claim. Words are just words.
Why not, man? Why not?
And it will be actions, not words that change and serve. Change the way you live.
I like the whispers. Melody.
Change the way you live.
Change the way you live. Ooh, this is a cool change up. I expected it to go back to the chorus. Oh. Wow, I really respect some of the songwriting decisions so far on this album.
Change the way you act, not just the way you think, not just the way you think, way you think. Change the way you live by the words you say, live by the words you say, words you say. I will scream till the breath is gone from my lungs. I will scream till
That was a really cool part.
I will leave all the rest of my ghosts behind. I will leave them behind.
Change the way you act, not just the way you think. Change the way you live. Live the way you claim. Words are just words until they're put to work. And it will be actions, not words that change and serve.
Well, that's it. I did not expect it to be over. I felt like there was going to be way more. Oh, that sucks. But I really, really liked that one, actually. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Okay. Damn. I feel like that ended very abruptly, though, unfortunately. I feel like I would have liked more in that. Damn. That was good, though.
Try to destroy
Man.
I am a soldier, I am a lion, I am the new age, I am no liar, I'm an idea, I am steadfast, I am present, future and past. Like a forest burning, time is running out, and the tides keep turning. I am here, I am now. Like a wing is breaking, I will take you out. Try to destroy me, try to destroy me. Go, go. Try to destroy me. It's what this you are.
Oh, man.
I will escape.
It's like there's so much of it, but it always hits, man. It's just so 2013. The glitchy vocal editing before the line comes in. The you hear that?
I will escape every. It's what this you owe me.
Cool.
I will escape everything that you told me. I will change. Don't think you can hold me. I am a rock. Your words can't control me. It's only just talk. Like a forest burning, time is running out, and the tides keep turning. I am here, I am now. You are a cancer, you are dying. Bring up the old days, the flames
like the lyrics on this album. And I love the way they slow it down on parts like this. I feel like those last two albums are very like one-dimensional. I like that note. Okay. Whispers.
Like a forest burning, time is running out.
Yeah, I definitely like the cleans way more here.
The tide keeps turning. I am here, I am now. Like a wind that's breaking, I will take you out. Try to destroy me. Try to destroy me.
I am a soldier, I am a riot, I am the new age, I am the liar, I am an idea, I am steadfast, I am present, future and past. Try to destroy me, try to destroy me, try to destroy me, try to destroy me.
I do feel like some of these songs are ending pretty quickly, but they're really good. Never Let Me Go. Oh, this video looks interesting.
My body shivers at the thought of getting up. My heart is starting to accept that I am giving up. No strength left, is it over yet? Am I thinking with my heart or with my head? Through distance, you remind me again.
Don't let me, don't let me, don't
I like that the screamer's singing.
So hold me close and never let me go. At my lowest of lows, when I need you the most.
Yeah. Fuck yes, man.
I will hold you close. I will
Dude.
never let you go. I will never let you go.
Man, I don't like hate to I don't mean to talk negatively about the clean singer in any way. Obviously, I hate to be disrespectful to someone who's no longer with us or and things like that. But I gotta say, hearing the screamer sing, I really like his singing tone and wish we could get more of that. Man, he is very good. I like that he's got that like grumbly clean singing voice, and it's cool to show him using it in here and going back and forth in that chorus. That's really cool. But on the other side, like I already said, I really do like the clean singer on this album. I like his singing way more than those first two albums. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is sick.
My hands welcome yours as you begin to save me. My heart is starting to accept your rescue completely. This new life that you placed in mine, I know that I will make it through to you. And in my steps, you will follow behind.
Don't let me go.
So hold me close and never let me go.
They're using it a lot on this album, but it's just so this era of metalcore, having those chanted yells in the background during these screams, it adds this effect. And they've used it quite a few times already through this album, but it hits. It hits. To talk about the screams a little more, I am also really liking that his screams are a little, not different, but the tone of them, I feel like, at least especially on the debut album, I feel like he did a lot of low screams and kind of those like mid low screams. But so far on this album, he's doing a lot of like higher mids and like even some like kind of high screams, and adding like a bunch of pitch into his screams, and even putting his like real voice into his screams a little more, and like using his, not just frying his vocals, but he's like actually putting his voice into them, and it even makes the words easier to hear when he does stuff like that. So I'm just loving this overall. This is definitely my favorite album so far. Very good song. So the next one I've already reacted to, but we're gonna check it out again because I don't care. I want to hear it in the context of this album. Yeah, I remember. So is this song re-recorded? Because from what I could tell, this song was on the deluxe version, the last album that I checked out. So is this just like the same song, or did they re-record it and put it on this album? And if so, let me know why. If any of you know, like, why they decided to put it on this album too. That's why I want to hear it, because one, I'm curious if it's different or re-recorded or remastered or anything. And two, I want to like hear what the reasoning is for it being on the album, if it fits in this album better.
Don't
Fade away.
We won't fall to our knees. We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. Are you in or you out? We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. We all fall, crawl.
Yeah, I remember this.
Don't give up. We won't fall to our knees. We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. So give me an answer now.
I am going to say a little bit too much of the whoa-wows. I think this is like the 4th song out of 7 that we've had some whoa-wows. Gotta say, I mean, it's very fitting for, you know, this time of music, but it's a little much.
Give me an answer. Stand up, you have a voice to be heard. Your eyes live and rise, so let your fire burn. Your flame will be lit again when the candles burn down. Both ends, there's nothing
Cool vocal effects.
you can change, you can become selfless. You're not set in stone. You will wait through mistakes that we all make. But just hold on. Don't fade away. Hold on. We won't fall to our knees. We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. Are you in or you out? We are the one true hope. We won't fall to our knees. We are the one true hope.
That sounds good.
So give me an answer. Are you in or get loud? We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. We all fall, crawl, right in the fear of it. Don't give up. We won't fall to our knees. We are the one true hope. So give me an answer. Give me an answer now. Give me an answer.
Yeah.
Stuck at a fork in the road. Which way should I go? One path leads me home. The other leaves me alone. The impact of one choice is so endless. Can't even think of how it plays out in time. Through all the years, it's still there, won't disappear. The impact of one choice is so endless. Through all these years, it still won't disappear. So tell me now, 'cause I don't wanna stay in the dark for so long while my whole life gets away. It's a sacred hour. Will anybody say the clearest path to start down on which road is right to take? Carefully, I think of ways out now, 'cause I don't want to hold in this burden. Weigh so heavily the thought of what I love, being swayed, unstable choices I might make. Through all these years, it still won't disappear. Through all these years, it still won't disappear. So tell me now, 'cause I don't wanna stay in the dark for so long while my whole life gets away. It's a sacred hour. Will anybody say the clearest path to start down on which road is right to take? So tell me now, 'cause I don't wanna stay left in the dark for so long while my whole life gets away. It's a sacred hour. Will anybody say the clearest path to start down on which road is right to take? One choice is so endless. The impact of one choice is so endless. So tell me now. So tell me now. So tell me now, 'cause I don't wanna stay left in the dark for so long while my whole life gets away. It's a sacred hour. Will anybody say the clearest path to start down on which road is right to take?
Gotta say, my least favorite song so far. It's good. Maybe if it was earlier in the album, I would have liked it more. Maybe I've just hit that point where these last few songs are just kind of all blending in for me. I feel like as I've gotten older, my attention span is lessened, which, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But I feel like when I do these album reactions, by like the 7th, 8th song, I'm just like, all right, let's it's all kind of, starting to sound the same. Let's get this over with type thing, which is strange because I like longer albums. Like my debut album was 16 songs long. There's no need to have an album that long, But yeah, definitely my least favorite so far. Not bad, but just definitely my least favorite. And you can kind of tell that they put the really good songs in the first half because out of the first 8 songs, 5 of them have music videos, and then these last 5, only one of them, has one. Which it kind of tells you that these last few tracks are like the, I don't know, not filler, but the lesser of the songs.
All the lies don't hold me, but they're sinking in my skin, coursing through my veins. And the truth eludes me, losing sight of it again. Save me from myself. Close my eyes, see my life. Have I lost my way? I hope this is the last time. Am I here to stay? Nowhere left to hide. There's always a way to find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason. There is truth inside me, but it feels out of reach. Will it come to me? And you walk inside me. I'll see things that you see. Will you wait for me? Close my eyes, see my life. Have I lost my way? I hope this is the last time. Am I here to stay? Nowhere left to hide. There's always a way to find the reason. Save your future for me. Save your time. Save your future for me. Save my life. Save my life. Save your future for me. Save your time. Save your future for me. Save my life. Save my life. Close my eyes, see my life. Close my eyes, see my life. Have I lost my way? I hope this is the last time. Am I here to stay? Nowhere left to hide. There's always a way to find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason in a moment. Yeah, a moment. Yeah, a moment. To find the reason.
Sorry if I'm a little boring with these last few songs. I don't know if it's the songs themselves. I feel like I don't have anything to say, or if I've just hit that point where it's like I just don't have anything to say because like they're all kind of blending in for me now. I don't know. I really don't know if it's just that this first half is really good, or if it's just I'm just at the point where it just feels like it lost its magic for me a little bit. But I like that one more than the last one. We got 2 more songs. Let me lock in, all right? Let me lock in. There we go.
Open road.
Yeah.
Is endless ways to move along. Hearts of gold can sometimes turn to stone.
some of the songs on this album, like this one, that have these kind of rockier feels that aren't super like heavy metalcore, kind of give me like of Mice and Men vibes, which is like the same kind of, you know, era. Like this one and like two other songs where it has like these rockier riffs and not very heavy verses, and we have the screamer singing. Those parts, especially instrumentally, remind me of like the Restoring Force, like that album from a Mice and Men. Kind of gives me like those like softer metalcore hard rock feels, and even like A Day to Remember kind of.
I live my life with the best intentions, always meant this soul. I keep my mind never fenced in, always open-ended.
I keep my mind always open-ended. I am free to be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms and your hands around my throat? I am free to be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms with your mind so close? Don't bring me down.
I walk alone, it doesn't mean my heart is empty. I'm building roads and bridges while you're burning them down. And your heart is absent, laying where you left it. I'll reconcile, but you'll find me harder, find me harder.
I keep my mind always open-ended. I am free to be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms with your hands around my throat? I am free to be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms with your mind so close? Don't bring me down.
How can I
Oh yeah,
with open arms?
that's cool.
Your hands around my throat.
How can you open your mind when you haven't set in stone? You'd rather cast me out to sea, face down afloat. I am free.
Sorry, I keep having to clear my throat. Sorry about that. But I like when the singers play off of each other and go back and forth, especially when the screamer is singing. I feel like their voices work really well together. And I love how much we've gotten of the screamer singing on this album. I hope they do more of that in the future.
To be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms with your hands around my throat?
I like this one.
To be everything you're not. How can I welcome you with open arms with your mind so close?
Open road is endless ways to move along. Hearts of gold can sometimes turn to stone. I live my life with the best intentions, always meant this soul. I keep my mind never fenced in, always open, so don't bring me down.
I like that one. I like that one. One more song, guys. Let's end it good. And these last few songs haven't been super heavy. The whole album hasn't been that heavy, really. Oh, sound like a video game soundtrack, like Zelda or something. Yeah.
From what once was a shame to what we've grown to be. Through the trials and the gifts in between, from what once was the same to what we've grown to be. Travel miles across the oceans and seas,
double time.
out of our reach, living positively.
Goddamn whoa-whoas.
This is our song to remember.
Ah.
All the places we have been. Remember every dream, the things we said. Our hope will never end.
Oh, that sounds cool. I don't mind whoa-wows, but it's like when you hear it so often throughout an album, it's like I know that was a very big thing at this era of music, but sometimes it feels just lazy to me when it's done like this much. It feels like they don't know what to do with a chorus, so they just, throw those in there. So it's all right though.
From the darkest dark and the brightest bright.
Sounds cool.
This path to get through the hardest parts of all our lives.
That's weird sounding.
We carry one another. As our arms locked, we move on. Keeping close to
Oh my
where
God.
we began. Open eyes, don't stop, we stay strong. Tracing back to where our roots grew in.
That lead guitar was crazy.
This is our song to remember. All the places we have been. Remember every dream, the things we said. Our hope will never end. This is our song to remember.
We gotta get a big breakdown, right?
Never stopped moving forward. Never forgot what we're made for. Always changing, but always true. A chase that's strong, but not without its roots. Never stopped moving forward. Never forgot what we're made for. Always changing, but always true. A chase that's strong, but not without its roots.
This is our song to remember. All the places we have been. Remember every dream, the things we said. Our hope will never end. This is our song to remember.
It's our song to remember. This is our song to remember.
Yeah, that's a good song to end it off on. Hell yeah. All right, guys. This was Tracing Back Roots. We came as Romans. I'm sorry I was a little boring towards the second half of that album, but I really did enjoy this overall. I think the first half of the album was really good. Like these first 6 songs, 7, the first 7 songs were very good. I loved all of them. I feel like there was a lot of versatility, a lot of diversity between the songwriting and the vocalists doing different things. I feel like these 3 songs, Tell Me Now, A Moment, and I Am Free, I feel like those 3 were all just pretty bland and kind of boring. I mean, these 2 weren't bad. I did not really like Tell Me Now very much, but these 2 weren't horrible. And that last song was pretty good, a good way to end the album. This was good, man. Like I said, I really enjoyed the clean vocalist on this album. I also really liked that the screamer was doing a bunch of cleans. I like his voice a lot, like what he was doing with his vocals overall. The songwriting's pretty good. I feel like the whoa-wows are a little much throughout the album. A lot of the choruses sound the same, but that's fine. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. The riffs are crazy. The breakdowns are really good. It wasn't super heavy. I mean, it definitely had a lot of breakdowns and riffs and a lot of screams. But compared to those first 2 albums I checked out, this wasn't as heavy as those. But it's definitely my favorite album so far that I've checked out from them. So once again, thank you so much to the person on Buy Me a Coffee who requested this. I'm sure you'll request more, and we'll probably check out the whole We Came as Romans catalog at some point. So yeah, thank you so much for checking this out and requesting it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to make Buy Me a Coffee requests, check out the link down in the description. It's a website where you can donate to me, and in return, you can request reactions, whether it's an album reaction or a song reaction. Check out the link down in the description. It'll give you the instructions on how to request reactions from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the future.